I almost forgot. I still got to pay attention to Ruben's signal. We are live here on Hot Tag Takes on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. I am your host, John BRECKO. Damn, I could hear that echo from here. This man to my right is my co-host, PJ Morin. How you doing?
I'm doing good, baby. I've been driving all day. I brought my friend to a doctor's appointment in Secaucus earlier.
You're such a good friend.
He gave me gas money and he bought me Chinese food.
I was about to say, I would have never.
Yeah, no, he was like, yo, I'll give you gas money. I was like, I got nothing to do today. I mean, I got a lot to do. I got a lot of things that I'm backed up on that I totally should have done. But instead I went to a doctor's appointment in Secaucus.
You know, I think we're all like that right now, so it's all good, bro.
I think we're all a little tie on this radio show.
I don't know. One of us is on spring break over here.
Yeah, dude. Maybe it's a solar eclipse. Maybe my Mercury's retrograding right now.
That was the biggest waste of time.
I'm taking my shirt off.
Fucking life. All I did was look at clouds. But anyways, bro, are you excited to have this guest on that we have right now?
I'm very excited to have this guest on that we have on right now.
You know, you could always finish taking off your hoodie at least.
No.
I don't know what else is coming off here.
No.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I could send it to this PJ.
No.
No, I definitely didn't. But anyways, we have fellow stand-up comic on the show who's putting on a few of her shows this weekend that we get to talk about right here on this show. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, give it up for KRISTEN Tinsley! I love this lady. She watched me lick a sword at my wedding.
I sat at a table and got drunk with her at your wedding.
I know. This is going to be great.
That was fun.
You remember PJ from our wedding?
Oh, hold on, Attilly. We can't hear
Yo, don't tell me he forgot to turn on the mic.
Ruben!
You should just make, like, different...
No way this man left the room.
No, he really did. And we get to see her cat, and I don't get to hear from Yin Yang at all.
You know what? I think this is a perfect time of the show to do this. I'm taking my shoes off.
You know, that is just disrespectful, but this is the perfect time for the show.
It's warm in here. These shoes is tight.
Are you just untying your shoes, or are you just going full feet?
Oh, I'm taking my shoes off. Man, I got the socks on. I'm good.
I really gotta watch that right now.
Because
she knows.
This is the fastest this show has ever collapsed in the history that I've been on it, at least.
You know what it is? She knows that her mic is off, and Ruben walked out of the room just completely checked out as fuck.
Yeah, I mean.
And now we gotta sit here and try to improvise until he's finished taking a shit.
I'm not trying. I'm doing, baby. I don't know about you.
Listen, at the end of the day, KRISTEN gets to hang out with her cat on spring break.
Right, hold on, my shoe
off.
You know what? I got the shoe off.
I was gonna say you kind of sounded like her cat.
All right, well now it's time. I'm wearing jeans, but it's kind of warm in here, so
okay. Let's stop. Let's stop right there.
I'll be right back.
Sit down. Are you getting like shorts? Okay. He's pulling shorts out of a bag. Let's not change on camera. Let's not go there. Okay. As long as nobody else has to see what's happening and has to go through what I need to. I mean, you could just imagine the pants here.
Her mic's off.
You
need to turn it on.
Yeah, her fucking mic's off, Ruben. You left her mic off. We've just been sitting here on air.
I got shorts on now. How you like my grout fit? Like my grout fit? I got my grout fit.
Are we good now?
Are we good now?
I gave her an introduction and we couldn't hear shit.
And now my pants are off.
All right, are we good?
Are we great?
KRISTEN Tinsley in the house, everybody.
KRISTEN
Let's
Tinsley
go!
in the house!
I swear to God,
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, good.
I can't believe I just had to go through that because of Ruben.
Ruben, you
I
silly
got
scallywag,
to see
you.
a strip show by a ginger, so I'm happy. I normally would
It's
love
ginger
something
season,
like that,
baby.
so.
I know my worth.
Exactly. The pants, the Taco Bell, the red hair. John, you're a married man. I
don't know. There's pants, there's Taco Bell, there's evidence against me right now. So
right. And the way they came flying on the table like that was just.
It almost looks like I threw them if I wasn't here.
No, I saw the whole thing. You were sitting right there. You're innocent, completely innocent.
For now. We don't know where the Taco Bell's going yet, but for now.
Ah, well, you know.
I mean,
So.
dude, how you living? How's life? I wish you could come to the show at Governor's. I mean, if you weren't working, that would be fucking amazing. But,
I know.
Like, how you doing? Like, how's life, man?
Life is pretty good. Life is taking me through some changes and some ups and some downs, but mostly ups. And I'm really excited about a lot of things. So
that's good, man. I want to ask because I haven't seen you since we did lick that sword at our wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. Although the video of it that I have, it's not of me licking it, but like there's a better angle and it gets Abby doing it, and I'm like, this looks so much better anyway.
I think we were sitting at the table like, are they gonna cut the cake with that sword that they just licked? And I was like,
we already cut the cake.
Cared, but
see, we already cut the cake though.
Right.
And then we
I don't
licked
think
it.
Everyone saw that because people had some,
Oh, they had questions? It was more than a bonding moment for just me and Abby.
Yeah.
Everybody else was joining the whole family.
I'm over there thinking like the saliva of a married couple. Let me put it in my cauldron and maybe I'll get married too.
Hell yeah, maybe we could put some alcohol in it depending on how much they drank.
Yes. We drank a lot.
We were looking to get drunk off my spit.
Dude, listen, that night was so much fun, dude. And then
PJ was having fun, all right.
Listen, it ain't nothing better right after a breakup than to have two bitches fighting over you and then to get a free
I love how one of them is sitting right next to me.
And then to get a free 7 blue moons to then have them get stolen from a TGI Fridays. Because some DoorDasher stole the blue moon.
Yo, I still remember how Mitch got so mad about that.
Listen, bro wanted $20 back for that beer. And I was like, dude,
you're welcome, bro. I covered you.
Yeah, no, John paid me to then pay Mitch back. Because John was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. Just pay him back, but with my money. I was like, if it's not my money, I don't give a shit. I'll do it. Because it's like he bought the beer to give to his boy, and his boy didn't want it. And it was lying around, and he already left. And so he's gone, and then DoorDasher stole it. I was listen. It was gonna Either way, it probably ended up getting drank.
It only sounds bad from you because you gave me Bill Cosby vibes when you were talking for a second.
I got flustered.
He got through that whole sentence like rob.
I got flustered in the moment.
You might have to add a new impression now.
When I was recounting I don't know if Bill Clinton is really an impression that would really strengthen my
Bill
roster.
Cosby.
That's what I meant to say, but I said the wrong one. I said the wrong
That's a
Bill.
completely different Bill, bud.
I was talking with the presidential
completely different
hand.
William.
Yeah, you're right. Yo,
a lot of differences.
Kristen, can you do a Bill Cosby impression?
I mean, if you want.
I wouldn't ruin my comedy career doing impressions of other people who have ruined their careers. So no.
I mean,
doing impressions of people that ruin careers is a pretty good niche, though. I'm sure I'll ruin mine
at some point. It's okay.
Yeah, but it's been done by like pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
You just make fun of like, oh, well, Carlos Mencia, ha 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 ha.
I've been around the block a few times, and for what I remember, you're pretty new to comedy, but you could do it. I mean, just pick somebody else that. You know what you should do?
I'll just roast No Filter Paul.
That are gonna ruin their careers. How come nobody ever does Amy Schumer?
No Filter Paul.
I don't know.
Like imitates like that. Like how come nobody ever does that? Everyone always goes for like the low hanging fruit.
No Filter Paul.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. But Amy Schumer, like that's like a perfect one that nobody's even thinking of right now because she's already ruined her career.
If I angle the pants, it looks like I'm wearing them.
She posted another like fat pic or kind of fat pic, like I guess like trying to get compliments about how brave she is for taking a picture looking like a blonde walrus. But, I didn't fall for it. I didn't throw in that comment like, oh, you're so brave. You're so wonderful. Like, I totally take pictures of myself, like, and put it up there and be like, tell me how beautiful I am. But
I will.
Just over the top.
I mean, because I kind of want to talk to you about something because, like, I was like looking like on my Facebook feed, And apparently somebody recently told you had beautiful shoulders. Yo, I started
I know.
dying when I looked at this shit.
They compliment your. I mean, I'm not shaming your shoulders, but I've never seen someone
I've
say,
never
"Hey
been
man," I've never seen someone say, "Hey man, you know, you got a lot of attractive qualities, but you know, it's really giving me a tickle in my pickle. Your shoulders, man."
Well, it was a plastic surgeon, and I went in for to get a consult for a boob lift.
Oh.
So he was complimenting the muscle in my shoulder and the definition that I had in my shoulder because he said I have a good frame for it.
Nah, he's just trying to get pussy,
The
dude. I'm
plastic
telling you,
surgeon
bro.
Tells you that you have good shoulders. You better listen because
Hey.
I mean, I thought it was kind of an off, like, weird thing for him to say because, I mean,
Hey, yo.
whatever, they're just shoulders. I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, that'd be weird if I was like a urologist and then I commented on like some dude's picture, like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
you have
dude,
a
nice
really
cock."
nice- Like, I mean, I would be like, wow, thank you. Like, I mean, I don't know, but he was very nice, and he, I guess just was looking at my body in a way that, he could fix whatever I felt was wrong with it.
Ayo, girl, you got that nice frame. Check out them shoulders.
Exactly,
Check out that
what
shoulder.
makes good shoulders. I always thought, I don't know. So I guess that was something.
Yo,
Look at that PJ over here. Check out that shoulder hair on them broad things
I mean,
right there.
My bra even likes my shoulder. It's like sticking out over here.
I wonder if I have nice shoulders. Do I have sexy?
You got
shoulders?
hairy fucking shoulders, bro.
Okay, but they're also sexy. Fuck you, John.
I mean, I think you're equating hairy to sexy.
Which
Some people would agree with that.
I'm equating the sexy to sexy, and on top of my sexy, I have hair.
You have these, on the table, and it does
Yes.
look like you're wearing them, but it looks
Yeah.
like you have them on backwards. And
You look like a
fool.
character from the Monsters. Remember in the Monsters, like the light would turn on and like the clothes would just be there. That's it.
Wait.
Wait, what are we doing?
I just aged myself.
He said
by
wait.
bringing up that
There we
movie.
go.
There we go. Wait, and now I'm wearing the pants.
Okay.
You were wearing them anyway.
No, but now
Flip
listen
them
to wearing them.
over.
Well, it was close enough.
It's crisscross, but with red hair.
I could so see it.
Yo, people be calling me Kris Kringle, and that's racist. That's like being like, "Oh man, you look like Martin Luther King." Like, yo, like,
I've called.
yo, man, you look like Ron Weasley. Yeah, well, you look like Obama. Yeah, it's not funny when I do it, right? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I've told
Ron
my dad.
Weasley? Oh no.
Jesus
They went
Christ.
dude, the amount,
Lumberjack Ron Weasley.
the amount of times.
Like, why can't a carrot? Like, why can't a ginger just be a ginger? Like, why do they have to always be compared to Carrot Top or Ron Weasley
Or Ed Sheeran.
Or like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Ed Sheeran,
Can I
Ron
just say
Weasley,
something?
Carrot
It's
Top.
really freaking hot now. So I mean,
Yo, dude, Ed Sheeran's a stud. Listen.
Listen.
I'm just saying, if Ed Sheeran would just be a little gay, I would totally do it.
No, he's done. He's been canceled now because
I don't care. He said he in love with the shape of me, and I believe him.
somebody posted a picture of a kitten that had red hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
And they said that, oh my god, my kitten looks like Ed Sheeran. I can't unsee it. I had a nightmare.
Can I just say this?
I-
PJ looks like what would happen if Ron Weasley and Hagrid had a baby.
Oh no.
I could add Ed Sheeran and Hagrid. Would that make you feel better?
Get him.
Ed
Tell
Sheeran's
him
in love
that-
with the shape of you.
Tell him that he looks like
You.
if the Count from Sesame Street had sex with California Raisin.
John is
Damn.
John is the most neurotypical person with Down syndrome I've ever met in my entire life.
More
I
than your
tried
12-year-old
to tell
brother.
Abby that she wouldn't listen.
Dude, she didn't. Dude, yo, listen. Abby married someone with 3 21st chromosomes.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, no. I feel like with
He
John.
would know.
I feel like with John's
He
sake.
and all 3 of his chromosomes would know.
Actually, no. You know, no. John's not full Down syndrome though. I feel like John only has 2.5 21st chromosomes. You know what I mean?
2.5.
He don't even got that third one, but like
I have
he's got
enough-
more than 2.
I have enough for a small family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because when you go to a
My
restaurant,
little
you say
brother
2.5.
though, my little brother has a full 3rd chromosome. That kid's a badass.
Yeah, no, he really is.
Dude, that kid will kill someone with his bare hands. That kid.
Dude,
How
I've seen.
come nobody identifies by their chromosomes? That's what I don't understand. Like, can we, instead of identifying by sex, why can't we just identify by our chromosomes?
Because we all got the same chromosomes, except people with Down syndrome have an extra 21st one.
Yeah, but do they have an extra one, or are we missing one?
Yo.
I'm definitely missing one.
I'm missing a few chromosomes.
Yeah.
Is
for
it
sure.
possible that we're missing? Maybe we're missing one. Maybe like that's the whole like missing link thing.
Or
We're missing one.
or what if Down syndrome is kind of like when you put in too much, when there's too much chocolate syrup to milk ratio when you're making chocolate milk.
This sounds like Down syndrome already.
No. It's like you got a good amount of chromosomes, and it makes for a solid person that can do backflips off of helicopters, because that's what neurotypical people do when they have money. But if you put in too much chocolate syrup, you're gonna ruin the milk. It's gonna be too chocolatey. If you put in an extra chromosome, they're gonna be too happy.
Jeff Bezos was.
But you don't know that though, because listen, we don't know. We were taught that people with Down syndrome, it's an issue. Maybe it's not.
Maybe.
What if people with Down syndrome are our true ancestors? What if the aliens didn't build the pyramids?
Have you seen what cavemen look like? They definitely were.
What if our true ancestors with Down syndrome? Because, okay, listen, by the way, a lot of people get offended by the term, R-word strength.
Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it, but a lot of people get offended by it. My little brother has Down syndrome. My mother hates that term. But here's the thing: as someone who spars with a little man with Down syndrome on the daily, and who has autism and who has a brother with more autism than me, I can say there is a strength to being special needs. So here's my pitch: call it special strength. It's a cute name. It's not. It's not mean, and because it's a real thing. There's got to be a term for it. I call it special strength.
Well, I agree with you, because every person that I've ever met that had, special strength always remembered my name, remembered where I was from, how they knew me. And some of my best friends can't even remember to text me back. So who's the most intelligent one here?
People with Down syndrome are the bros. I will live and die by that. People with Down syndrome, men and women, and every person with Down syndrome under the sun, they are all the bros and the home Disley dogs.
Yo, low key, I picked Kristen up in a hug the first day I met her, and I feel like she's kind of talking about me. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean?
Remember when I met you at the Christmas show?
Yes.
And then I remember I gave you a hug and I picked you up after that.
Yeah, I was in shock. I'd never met anyone that never picked me up. Seriously.
Feel like she's low-key talking about me right now.
So many people have said that about John. John, how much can you lift, dude? Like how much do you bench?
Why would I disclose that on the show?
That's fat.
Why would I let that soak in and let that be?
I've heard so many people. I've heard many people say, John, you somehow you can bench press me over your head. You're just you unlock.
I've never bench pressed anyone I know over my head.
You unlock your special strength, John. You use it for the power of good.
I mean, I try to.
You do.
I think that listen, lifting is a perspective. When people have had superhuman strength when they need to, whatever they
moms,
need
bro, baby under a burning car.
All the time.
Yeah.
Plus, he swims. I think if somebody was drowning in the pool, all John would have to do is pound his fist on the water and just separate. The person would just
give him a second. Just give him a second to breathe until he figures it out. Big breath.
Exactly.
So instead of being mean and calling him,
John just runs across the pool before the water comes back on and picks up the person. That's how I picture.
See, why use CPR when I could just be clear? Move all the water.
So instead of just being realistic and just calling John a fat ass, you're telling him he's a waterbender. Don't put that in his head, dude.
Listen, I like to think.
Dude, also, don't assume his bender, dude. What if he's transbender? What if he was a firebender?
Transbender?
What if he was a firebender and you didn't even know that?
Ooh.
He's not. He's an Aquarius, which is an air sign, which is often confused with a water sign.
That's facts. I thought I was a water sign for Evsies, but turns out I'm an earthbender.
An air sign.
No, I'm an earthbender. I'm a Capricorn.
What sign are you?
Yeah.
What month are you born in?
I'm a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn moon.
Yo, I'm also a Capricorn moon.
Oh, so you must be very difficult to deal with.
Oh, yes.
Oh, see?
Ah! Oh, that was so perfect.
Oh, no. Oh, I hope you know I love.
Listen, you've been on her shit list ever since you brought up the wedding and people fighting over it.
What I haven't. She laughed. What
Low key.
I know when people are spoken for. I know.
Listen. I live by the creed of never let them know your next move. I live
Exactly.
by the listen. I love that I'm an uncontrollable ball of chaos, always up to mischievous things, and no one can control me or tame me, and no one ever will.
Crazy working all the time, crazy ass Capricorn. So I mean, I don't know how this happened, but I mean, because I'm a Sagittarius sun, so it's like total contradiction.
What are signs?
I mean, for me to have a Capricorn moon, it's a lot. So, but somehow it works, and I'm a Gemini ascending. So,
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I got a question. If you got bad astrological signs, can you get medicated for that? Like, can I walk into a doctor's office and be like, "Hey, man, can you give me 2 months supply of Perk 30s because I have a Capricorn moon?"
We have to do that, like a zodiac reassignment surgery. Okay, be like, listen, I don't want to be a fucking Capricorn anymore. Is there any way that we could, I demand you stop calling me a Capricorn. I want to be known as a Gemini. No, wait, a Virgo. I swear to God.
Either way, I identify as a firebender now.
You're trans sign.
Giving birth to us at a certain time, like the doctors got it wrong. I'm actually this. I want a zodiac reassignment surgery now.
The doctors are wrong. I came out of the pussy in March, but it felt like June. God damn it!
Lie to me.
They call me an air sign that gets confused with the water sign, but I'm actually a Leo firebender rising.
I'm so glad I got to whip out that transbender line because I thought of that the other day because they put Avatar: The Last Airbender in Fortnite, and I've been playing some of that.
Yeah.
And I thought of that transbender joke the other day, and I'm so glad I got to whip that out.
That's
You guys are real for that. Thanks.
I'm glad you didn't whip any of this out. That's all I care about. That doesn't mean okay. I mean, that I kind of expected.
Were you born in the 90s? Because the guys in the 90s used to do that all the time. And then they would rip off their shirt and be like, suck it. Remember, what was his face? John Cena? No, that wasn't John Cena.
No, that was before John Cena. I think you're thinking 80s.
No.
You sure?
The guy in the 90s.
Oh, 90s. They would suck it. Oh, yeah.
Right, who was that?
That was DX.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the guy making storylines is the guy that used to say suck it all the time for WWE.
Hell yeah.
That's the funny part.
WWE. Yeah.
I
I
mean-
watched all that stuff growing up, guys. I'm that old. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting up there, too. It's okay.
You're really not. You just turned 30?
I'm about to in, like, January.
I'll kill you. You still have all that time to be 29. All right?
Whatever happened to Gary Cooper?
I have exactly 8 months left of my 20s. 9, actually.
The strong, silent
God,
type.
I didn't realize how young you guys were. I could have been your mother.
No. Just
I'm a
talk to
baby.
him.
I'm
Talk to him.
21. What?
21?
I'm 21.
He's 9
Please,
plus
guys,
10.
If I could go back to 21, please.
What's
My
9
life
plus
is
10?
much-
PJ.
If I could go back to 21, I would.
Invest money in yourself, please. Get a 401k. Like
Nah, I'm putting all my money into comedy, and if comedy goes bust, I'm gonna be homeless, and I'll figure it out.
Okay, see.
I mean, I love that though, like low key. Like it's
Listen, live your life. Did you see on Netflix? There's a show called Baby Reindeer. Tell him to watch that.
you hear you should watch Baby Reindeer.
Baby Reindeer on Netflix. It's about a guy whose comedy career just goes tanked, but it's so much more than that. You're gonna be so messed up after you're done watching that show.
I mean, like I feel like I want to watch it, but like I don't at the same time.
What else goes on that show?
Oh, so much, so much. It's
can't give the whole show away.
It's about a guy that gets stalked by this girl who's a pathological liar.
Oh, I have a lot of experience with pathological liars. I can pick them out of a
Oh my
lineup.
God, it is crazy.
Pathological liars are crazy. I have a lot.
He definitely was.
I have a lot of experience with those people.
And there's a trans character in
Drama.
there, so you'll like that too.
Yo, trans
That's
people.
cool.
Yo, listen. Yo, hold on. Listen. Shout out Shout out the trans community. Can we get a Ruben? Can we get around? Can we get a?
Is Ruben alive?
Love
He's
him.
back there. Hi, Ruben.
No, I think Ruben died.
I see him, his bald head. I see his shiny bald head, and I see nothing else.
He glaring at me.
He was.
I'm not glaring
It's
at
a bald
anybody here.
cast, right?
Hey,
Like a
Kristen.
little bit of like.
Oh
tan,
Jesus Christ!
right? Like, it's
Yo, dude, who put Obama on the mic?
I mean,
Obama.
usually it's you.
Who put me on the mic? Who is this in there impersonating me? Ruben, stop impersonating the former president Barack Obama.
Oh.
You shouldn't be trying to impersonate people that you cannot impersonate.
John, speak for yourself, you honky.
I would much rather
Oh my
speak
God,
for
you
Ruben
just
because
called
I have a much better time doing that instead.
You sound like Mark Zuckerberg trying to eat pussy. Yo, I bet Mark Zuckerberg eat pussy with the crust cut off.
He doesn't
Definitely
have to
does.
do that. He could get one of those little metaverse robots to do it.
Yo, I wonder if Mark Zuckerberg in the metaverse is on his couch just like,
Probably.
just with the big
He just-
glasses on, just...
He's just getting AI to do it for him.
Yeah. AI totally
Yeah.
does that.
Yes.
I mean, that's the first I've heard of that, actually.
yeah.
I
They
think I'd
sell
rather do it
make-out
myself.
machines for people in Japan. Like,
Yo,
you can,
I've been
like,
hear-
make out with like this thing like on the computer.
I mean, I've been hearing people with
Yeah.
OnlyFans been saying like, "Hey, yo, it doesn't matter if I sell my body and sell my porn online, because if someone wanted to make nudes of me, they just could with AI." And I was like, honestly,
Right.
it's kind of. Well, I mean, have you been following that case? It's actually happening near my neck of the woods. It's in Westfield. There was this unnamed kid who he made they were like freshmen or sophomores or something, so like they were all underage, and he made AI nudes of fellow classmates that were also underage. So he as an underage kid made pictures of naked women that were seemingly underage, even though it wasn't technically them, but it was their faces and like their like general measurements and whatnot, from what I've been told.
So, like,
And
what-
so now they're suing the shit out of him. But like, but both sides. But the thing is, this is like a landmark case because AI is a whole gray area, and
Yeah,
both
but what's
and
the
both sides of
difference
the
between-
law are making good arguments.
Yeah, but what's the difference between somebody who could cut out a picture of someone and super glue their face onto a naked body and then just Xerox it, whatever they could do, and then act like it's them? We've been doing that since the 90s.
And
I
now
mean, people
that's
do
the argument that
that.
the defense has. That's the argument that the defense has. But then the prosecution is like, I mean, yeah, but it's become so advanced, you can't tell it apart from reality anymore. So
You couldn't tell it apart from I mean, you couldn't tell it apart from reality back then too, when people would use Photoshop for that.
that's
AI
Yeah.
is not it's the age that's the matter. It's the age of the person that's the matter. But yeah, that is kind of crazy that anyone could take your face and put it on a naked body and make it look like it's real.
well, because it's not a matter of
That's the insane part.
it's not a matter of Photoshop anymore. It's a matter of take 4 pictures from Instagram, upload it to some AI generator, and say, "Hey, yo, make this person have huge titties and a huge ass and a giant troll cave."
Hey.
Well, I mean, listen, that's going to completely and totally debunk the porn and OnlyFans thing. If people can just create AI that is not a human being, and you're just some hairy dude in the basement raking in thousands of dollars pretending to be this chick.
There are a lot of people. That is a very new thing with AI. There are a lot of people that are scamming people. I saw this one dude. He made a video about how he had 2 alternate Snapchat accounts, and they were both made to look like women. And he like paid off his parents' debt, bought a house by the age of 20 because he was doing it since he was like 17.
They want to give their money knowing full well that the girl that they're talking to is not really real, or is just someone, could be just be another dude.
I mean, I know real women that make bank off of feet pics and pictures of soapy boobies, who make biggity bank off of that.
Maybe you think
Off
I
a
can
feed
make money
pic.
if I go on there and just show my shoulders?
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
do it. Try it.
There and be like, just go on there with my shoulders.
Yo, listen, there is a reason why in
Check
middle
out
school.
this definition, girl.
There is a reason why in middle school they said no spaghetti straps because God forbid we saw an attractive shoulder, we pop a boner and call it a day.
All I'm gonna say is a shimmy is all in the shoulders.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah.
Just like that. That's all. Just like, oh, you want to cry on my shoulder, big boy? Go ahead. I can handle it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know
I
what?
wish you had a shoulder like me to shimmy.
You would probably be a great professional cuddler. Have you ever heard of those people?
I have.
Capricorn moon. You don't know that?
You what?
Capricorn moon. Capricorns don't cuddle. No one.
Do you cuddle?
Capricorns don't
Do you
what?
cuddle, PJ?
Capricorns don't cuddle.
That's bull. That's bull. Listen, yo.
He cuddles.
Listen, yo. Sometimes listen, yo. I like being the big spoon, but I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes.
I like to be the big spoon.
Dude, listen. Listen, here's my thing. It don't matter if she's 6'3". It don't matter if she's 4'11". Sometimes it's nice being the little spoon.
Yeah.
It's nice having a lady reach around and grabbing your man titties. It's nice. It makes you feel held and
Hell
loved and
yeah.
appreciated. Shout out to all the women that be spooning they boys.
Exactly. I have never minded spooning any guy.
Shout out to all the women that be spooning the men in their life. If you and your man are having a problem, you spoon that man. And if there's still a problem, well then I don't know, figure it out. But that's probably that could help.
I wish I was spooned a little bit more. I'm just gonna say that now.
I'll spoon you,
I
babe.
don't believe that Abby doesn't spoon you.
What little? She likes being the little spoon. That's why.
No way.
No,
No
she's
way.
she's big little. She's a little spoon.
Dude, I feel like
She loves little spoon.
yo, listen, John. All I'm saying is, if I walked into
His
your house,
mouth is like on the mic.
if I walked into your house and I saw a leash on the wall and I saw a cage that said John on there, I would not be shocked.
I don't know
No
what that has
way.
to do
Abby
with me
would
being
never.
little spoon.
It's not. That's not in that apartment.
Yeah, it's
It's not in that apartment. Yeah, you're telling me Abby doesn't walk John around like a little good bitch boy puppy?
No.
you're funny.
Never.
You're funny.
Oh, she does.
You're
Damn.
funny.
She would never do that. She
Damn.
would never.
I
And
don't-
if she did,
You two are no
I don't
fun.
think Abby could do that
You two are no fun.
no, she would never do that. Ever.
because we all know that's not gonna happen.
All
But if
right.
it does,
Imagine not being fun.
If it does, everybody's just gonna point and laugh.
Okay, so do it in the safety of your apartment with your wife, with the doors locked and the windows. You're married. You could like ask her to do anything. You could ask your wife to stick a funnel in your butthole and fill it with pickle juice. That is your wife now. You can ask her these things.
I mean, I'm gonna do that before going on a leash.
You're gonna ask her to fill your butthole with
I
pickle
would
juice.
if I had to pick the two, I'm picking that.
A walk inside the apartment, not a public walk,
Why am I on a leash?
because you're a little sub bitch in this
No, I'm
scenario.
not.
Okay, so you'd rather take a whole jar of pickle juice, in the whole jar, funnel
the
in.
whole jar.
Oh no! It's either a whole jar or you're a sub bitch
You
boy.
didn't say the whole jar.
Whole jar or you are a bitch boy.
See, that's not what we started with.
Okay, well we never confirmed anything, so we're still in the going.
Well, we're not confirming it now.
All right, well, guys.
oh my god.
Okay.
I'm never eating pickles again. By the way, ever.
I'll eat pickles. Still.
I'll eat pickles and I'll think about John's ass.
I'm sorry. He'll probably eat the pickles just fine. He's gonna have no problem eating.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Pickle in my mouth, and I'm gonna be like, yeah.
He's gonna be
ass.
chewing on it like.
I'm gonna be chewing on it like
Yeah, we were talking about John's ass.
it tastes like One Piece and chlorine.
Last time I heard about pickles. Still tastes good. Probably doesn't taste like this, but it's fine.
John, I hope you know.
What?
That's got to be the best job ever. Like, you must have the cleanest butthole. Like, just
Who,
jumping
me?
into a pool.
You know, John probably has a
do.
very clean butthole because of his job.
Yeah.
I mean, I have less body hair because of it. Which
Yo,
is
listen, that especially in the man hairy ass department, that helps, dude. When it's too hairy
Yeah.
down there wiping,
I never
Ooh.
thought I'd ever hear today of someone discussing John's butthole.
it's
Listen,
me. What do you
Ruben's so
expect?
happy
I'm
right
here.
now
Yeah,
because-
that is true.
Listen, Ruben, his head will still be shiny after going into my butthole
Oh
because
my
my
God.
butthole is that clean.
We will never This is not Star Trek, John. I would never want to discover that.
Yo, Ruben, if I Photoshop, yo,
Look
Ruben,
at my black hole, Ruben.
Ruben, I feel like if I perfectly photoshopped your head into a picture of Milk Duds, people wouldn't be able to tell which one is the Ruben.
Yo, that is.
Oh my God, Ruben, you better stand up for yourself.
You're a milk dud.
You know, Kristen, that's okay, because you know what? These two, turds right over here.
You know, you're the one who just got called a milk dud, and you're calling us turds.
Oh no.
Wait, yo, hold on, wait, yo, I used to have a
You little
friend.
Hershey squirt.
I used to have a friend that this person is now likes to get offended by everything, but they used to call this poor little black kid Milk Dud back when they were at private school because he was a fat kid, so he was round like a milk dud. And he was an African American, so they called him Milk Dud. But now this person likes to get offended. I love when I'm sorry, side quest.
I thought you were talking about me before.
I'm so sorry, side quest. I love when people get offended by one thing, and then by the other thing, they're like, oh, the N word. Oh, that's fine. Oh, but making fun of people in wheelchairs, that's where I draw the line. It's like, fuck you, dude. Either laugh at all of it or say all of it's fucked up. Shut up.
I saw somebody in a wheelchair swim in a pool.
Either way. Milk Dud, this story. Apparently, this kid would come out like in the middle of the night. This was like a special needs middle school. So this was like prime hormones and special needs all roaring at once. This kid would go out in the middle of the night and he would spill all of the trash onto the floor and sort the recycling and the garbage. And then one of the kids tried to circulate the nickname the Coon because of South Park and because he would go through the trash like a raccoon. But then some kids got expelled because you can't really call an African American student a coon. You can't, or really anyone for that matter. You can't. I mean, listen, their heart wasn't in a racist place. However, that's a bad
Not
one.
a name you
That's
use.
a bad one. That's not like oopsies. That's like no. You called that person that, bro.
That's like calling a Jew the K word.
And they were middle school, so they didn't know. That's the whole bit about South Park's and Eric Cartman's superhero being the Coon because he doesn't realize that it's bad. No. So Eric Cartman's his alter ego is the Coon because instead of Batman, I guess Cartman likes raccoons, so he did raccoons instead of bats. And he has a little tricycle that has a raccoon face on it.
Just the fact that Cartman has a tricycle.
Listen, it's
enough
Eric
by
Cartman,
itself.
dude. What do you expect? It's South Park.
I know, but like, isn't he like 8?
Yeah, but he's also okay. But also in the first season, they were showing a video of Hitler to show them that he was bad. But then he was entertained by the video, and imagined himself in Hitler's place in the video.
Great.
It's
South
South
Park is the
Park.
best.
Cartman's just, and they get away with it because they make them all small kids who don't know any better.
Yeah.
They didn't get away with it. I mean, they did, but they didn't get away with it.
Also, here's one thing I love about South Park. So
I never paid attention to any of that stuff at all.
So my mother,
Because we didn't get offended by that much.
We didn't, but yeah, but we also, it didn't, back then you could, there was things that, that you could say or that, you couldn't say. I mean, you can't deny history. There's certain things
Exactly.
that, people.
Like, people get mad about Dave
Chappelle. I never really watched South Park.
I mean,
Hold on. Because people get mad about Dave Chappelle's specials, but nobody goes back and watches the Chappelle show.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Like what's
Nobody
it called?
also goes back and watches In Living Color either. That started all of that.
Facts.
There was
Actually,
a lot of things that were offensive. There was a lot of things that people said and did. If you go back to the 90s, if you go back to watch some of Howard Stern, some of the things that he said.
dude,
a lot
Howard
of
Stern
things,
literally said the N-word like a
things-
lot, like on multiple occasions, and no one cared.
Right, but
No one cared, but like it wasn't cared enough to the point where the news was like, oh, Howard Stern said this. Like it wasn't like that. You know what I mean?
Howard Stern did a lot of things that he shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever said the N-word on air like that.
Oh
I
no,
don't think
I saw the video. No, it was he was
Saw
in,
a video
yeah
of
he
it?
was in blackface too.
A lot of
Because he
people
was
did
doing an
that.
impression of a black person, so he was saying the N-word in blackface.
Well, that's why he got kicked off the air multiple times.
Yeah.
He has been kicked off the air.
I mean,
Yes.
he did get kicked off the air a lot of times for, because the censorship, but if you notice censorship on TNT, they're allowed to say the N-word, but they would blurt out other words.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
it's been like that for TNT, whatever movies I don't think TNT existed. I don't know because I don't watch cable. But certain movies where the N-word would be in there, where we knew that the N-word was there. But they wouldn't bleep that out, but they would bleep out other curse words.
That's
So
very
there's
interesting.
always there's a limited amount of censorship. It just depends on who's saying it.
But here's the thing I like about South Park is they don't censor themselves at all. So
'Cause they
like
didn't
so
have to-
so
they
my
didn't have
mother
to 'cause it was
who's
a cartoon. That's why it's a cartoon.
my mother who's she's the mother of a child with Down syndrome, 2 children with autism. My mother, she hates the R word. She hates hearing it. If anyone ever, like whenever I'm showing her a comedy thing and the R word gets said, she gets immediately pissed off. She's like, "Turn it off. I don't want to see it anymore."
Right.
But in South Park, when they say the R word, there's literally an episode where Cartman is training, is doing quote R word training to look like he has special needs to get into the Special Olympics and win. And my mom was watching that episode and pissing her pants laughing because, yeah, she has a child with Down syndrome, but South Park makes fun of every single other race, creed, religion, every single belief or thing that you can be a part of. South Park makes fun of at some point.
South Park has had time to make fun of everybody.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's like what kind of asshole my mom be to be like, oh, this episode about special needs is offensive, but then the episode where Randy says the N-word on Wheel of Fortune, you're laughing at that. It's like you can't just be like, oh, that's offensive. That's funny because it's not about what I relate with.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I just think South Park pushes the bounds and they get cray-cray.
Yeah.
I just leave everything alone. I don't bother getting involved in conversations or anything posted on social media where people try to get people to respond to posting things about controversial topics. It's really not worth it because we're all
No.
just people in the end.
Just feeding the fuel just makes it worse.
Yeah.
And honestly, and I like that. No, at the end of the day, we are just people. It's like we're all just chilling. We were not put on this
We're
earth.
all just people.
We were not
exactly.
We were not
all
put on
just
this earth to
people, really,
beef
in
on
the end.
Twitter. We
Really.
were put on this earth to hang out on grass and do art and stuff and hang out with squirrels.
Yes.
Dude,
When's the last time you hung out with a squirrel, PJ?
Dude, I can't tell you how badly I would love to hang out with a squirrel. Just kick it with a squirrel.
Just a random squirrel?
Dude, squirrels are probably mad chill.
Yo, I would love to just have a drink with Sandy Cheeks at a bar one day. I don't know if it could just be a random squirrel.
Nah. I actually, you know what? No, there is one squirrel I would want to hang out with.
What is that?
Back at my grandparents' old house when I was growing up, there was a squirrel, and he had a little chunk taken out of his ear. I think they called him Chip. I'd want to hang out with Chip the squirrel.
You could
He
call
was cool. I would feed him peanuts and
you
stuff.
could call him Evander Holyfield.
Huh?
Mike Tyson bit his ear off.
I found out someone that I know earlier is dating someone named Michael Tyson.
I know of Mike Tyson, actually.
Yeah, no, apparently there's a lot of Michael Tysons out there, and there's a lot of people that are just Mike Tyson.
That's really weird.
Mike Tyson makes vapes now.
That's
What?
also really weird.
I've seen them in the
See, that's okay.
I've seen him in convenience stores. When I'm at 7-Eleven, I see him behind the counter. There's
Well, Snoop Dogg also makes. I'm waiting. How come? What I really want to know? How come Mike Tyson didn't ever make peanut butter? That's what I want.
He didn't ever make what?
Peanut butter. Why doesn't?
Why?
How come no famous celebrities ever make peanut butter? What the hell is that?
Peanut
It's a
allergies.
conspiracy against
Don't
peanut
you
butter.
want
Peanut
Snoop Dogg
allergies.
peanut butter?
God forbid some kid with a nut allergy got into the Mike Tyson peanuts. That'd be terrible for his PR. But Jif, who gives a crap?
Nobody gives a shit about Jif.
Nobody gives a shit if Skippy
Jeffrey.
kills a kid. But if Mike Tyson's peanut butter kills a kid, oh, Mike Tyson, what'd you do?
It's nothing to do with Mike Tyson, but somehow it's his fault.
Yeah, but there are a lot of stupid people out there, and they'll be like, Mike Tyson, you killed a kid.
The fuck
Yeah, but I
out
think
of
if you're
here.
allergic to peanut butter, I think you should know better.
Trust me, I'm not famous.
I mean,
Trust me, I'm not famous, and I have enough stupid people in my life making up a bunch of crazy shit.
Oh.
I mean, if you have somebody in
Well,
your
not-
life who's
well-
allergic to peanut butter, you got to keep the peanut butter away. You should know that too.
That's facts. Keep the peanut butter away from the allergic people.
I don't know what I would do if there was somebody in my life that was allergic to peanut butter.
I'd probably
Keep the
feed them
peanut butter out.
just to. No, I just feed them peanut butter just so I'm like, yo, listen, if
I'm sick of you. Eat it.
If you were really chosen by God, no, listen, dude.
If you're really chosen by God, you will
Listen,
meet
bro.
him now. Eat the fucking
If
peanut
you were
butter.
chosen by whatever higher power exists, dude. If the simulation chose you, if you really are
If the
him,
simulation chose you, eat that shit.
you eat
Yeah.
that peanut butter. Survival of the fittest. If you survive, good. If you don't, bye. Weakling.
Do they get to use their EpiPen?
No.
No.
No, that's weakness. All right, cool.
I don't know. I mean, we didn't have peanut butter allergies back in my day. There was nobody that had it. And if you did, it was like such a very rare thing.
Yeah, because you just ate it and died like a normal person.
I don't know, but I don't think they had EpiPens back then. I think you had to like get somebody to the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't think that they knew what it was back then. I don't think that they knew what it was.
They
Like
just
somebody
never-
would just eat something and then die from it, and then they would be like, well, we don't know how this person died.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got to imagine what society was like before they discovered things. Like, yo, can you imagine the cavemen like when the sun would set?
What's crazy to me
Like
is that
it's
somebody,
got lately they'd be like, "Oh my god, the giant ball of light in the sky is gone. I can't see anymore. We're all going to die. It's end of days. We're all dead."
what's crazy to me is that like you would keep eating peanut butter after that because you didn't know.
I know
Right. What is that? Right. So what does that mean for the rest of us? If one person ate it and died, maybe we shouldn't be eating it.
fuck that. I like peanut butter and jelly.
But like it's
like
like,
peanut butter, too.
but like even like
I
the
do get sick from it sometimes.
but like even the person like who had it because like they
Also,
didn't know
peanut butter
it
got
existed.
protein, pal.
So it's like shit. He has no idea, so now he's gonna go back and eat it again because he doesn't know.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you know? Like, how would you know that it was the peanut butter that did it? Just like how would you know that it was the cheese that made you take a crap, you know?
You just
Yeah, man.
mother's intuition, man.
I don't know. That's why I'm afraid to have children. I'd be so afraid, like, to give them something. Like, what if they got sick from it?
Well,
You know?
that's life. Sometimes you gotta thug it out. Sometimes
I mean, listen, at the
sometimes
end
you
of the day-
accidentally have some expired milk, and you just gotta thug it,
I mean, at the end of the day, food makes you poop in general.
dude. Yeah,
That's true.
you're
I
gonna.
think you can get away with a little bit of a laxative.
You're. It's gonna come out either way.
Yeah.
Goes in one end, out the other.
You know it.
Just
queen.
they go out at different paces.
You know it.
Different
queen.
strokes for different folks.
That's facts.
Hell yeah.
True. I don't know.
What
Yo.
time is
How
it?
long?
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
How the hell did we get into this plethora of conversation? I don't know.
I think we're all
Who cares?
ADHD and half asleep, and I think we just kind of rambled our way here.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful, actually.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. Desert you.
Oh
We've
my
known
God.
each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to see. Inside, we both know what's been going on.
My voice cracked.
You know the game, and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry.
I cracked when I
Never
saw
gonna
Jill's
say
face.
goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. I full sent.
Oh my God.
Dude, I cracked when I saw Jill's face.
I listen. Listen. Well, I committed. I saw Jill's face and I committed.
Barely.
You know what? You get the pants now.
Oh, thanks so much.
You get the pants now.
That's what we were all looking for anyway.
What?
No, but yo,
No.
you have like 3 shows coming up,
I do.
and we got to make sure we talk about that because that's like the important stuff. And I'm actually really excited for you because you're doing a show over in Gloucester County in New Jersey, and we haven't We haven't
I'm
been
gonna
to Gloucester
I'm gonna be
County.
at Lunar Fair. That's Lunar Fair.
A
I'll
Lunar
be there
Fair, okay.
Saturday, the 27th at Lunar Fair. Look for the Divine Femini Intent. I'll be doing readings there.
Are you
And
doing
then
comedy there
the
also?
Friday before, the 26th, I'll be at Governor's in the Giggle Room doing the Knights of Rocco show with Steve Roccoprillo,
Okay.
hosted by Johnny McDonald.
Ooh.
I'll be there. And then May 9th, May 4th, may the 4th be with you. I will be doing comedy at Zenshine here in Babylon. And May 9th is my big show, Ghost and Giggles, the original psychic medium stand-up comedy show.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff is coming up for me.
Yo, I gotta ask you something, cause I've known about the psychic medium stuff. I've known about obviously comedy, cause that was how we met. But you never told me about how you came up with like the idea to kind of put it together and do like a psychic medium stand-up show. So like, how did that come about, like in the first place?
So the original idea was to have a couple comics open for me. And then I would come out and read the audience. That particular mix didn't necessarily work because because I was still following the typical stand-up comedy producing format, okay, where you have 4 or 5 comics, you have an audience that's engaged in comedy, and then I'm coming out and I'm doing psychic readings. It just kind of didn't work. So when I met Angela, we were talking over the phone for like 4 hours because she had just started stand-up comedy. I had been doing it for a while. And we did a psychic open mic night at Governor's when I had rented the room. And we decided that, hey, we should try doing this together where we're going to talk about our experiences being a psychic. So that's what I wanted to do originally. Talking about what it was like to be a psychic medium and just making jokes about it, which I actually have a lot of them, about. And so does she. And then afterwards, we just kind of read for the whole crowd. We'll demonstrate our abilities, but we do it individually because we're different readers.
Well, who is the other comic? Because I didn't know there was another person.
Yeah, there's another one. She's Angela De Rosa. She just started it in comedy, but she's been a psychic medium for a long time, like me, born with this gift.
Oh, wow.
And, she was looking for a way to combine her, her comedy with her mediumship because this is what we do. Like, this is a calling. Like, we both have our spiritual practice, our business, as far as how we help people on different, levels. She works as an occupational therapist with, children that have autism and stuff. And she does, different therapies.
Okay.
And then there's me who does, the spiritual, life coaching and, being a psychic medium and doing all that. But we're both comedians. So when I told her about my idea to do the psychic open mic, like I wanted a bunch of psychic people from different areas of the community to get up there and talk about their abilities and how it affects them. And, not like in a preachy, like lecturer college way, but in a funny way. Like, tell some jokes what it's like to, like, the first time you got contacted by spirit, or, tell a joke about the first time you totally, like, manifested something that you didn't intend to manifest, or, like, the first time you heard spirit, or just whatever was funny. And, me and Angela were down to, like, just do it together, and we created Ghost and Giggles, and now it's, it's all over the place. So,
yeah, man. I never knew there was, like, another person who, like, it came about with. Like, I knew about the idea from you and from Abby telling me about it. I never heard about the other person.
Angela came in because I wanted to do more gallery readings, and gallery readings are like group readings, where you're kind of just reading for people that you hit on. And I didn't, I had never done that before. So the first time that I did the psychic open mic night on December 8th this year, I realized that I could read for a room of people. I was just used to reading one-on-one. But I had taken a class that had taught me kind of how to read the room, which is the same thing as comedy. I was sitting there in that class, is like, okay, you got to read the room, like which person is attracting your energy, like who you like feeling like you're drawn to. It's the same thing that they teach us in comedy. It's just more for spirituality.
Okay.
So I resonated with that, and I said, all right, one day I'm going to do this. And then that was the night that I got a chance to do it. And Angela, that was the first time Angela had ever done it. And we're like, all right, I think we have something here. So it came about, that way, which is how things always happen. It's like it's a partnership, but we're two very different readers and we're two very different comics. Our jokes are not the same. And I like that separatism because it's not like a blend together. It's two different people coming out and showing you. So
Right.
don't worry, I'm gonna make your ass come to a show one day.
No, I
Maybe
know-
we'll do
I know
it in
you
New
will.
Jersey. Find me a place to do it in New Jersey.
I mean,
Pal, I've been looking for spots. I don't have anything right now.
oh, you got nothing? All right. You'll have something. I know you will, because
Yeah.
you've been looking a lot.
There's got to be a place. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it in Atlantic City.
Maybe there, maybe Asbury, somewhere.
I'm venue shopping at the moment.
Yeah, nah, he's been looking around. No,
Okay.
but first, let me give a shout out to the occupational therapists and anybody else that's got to be around kids. Shout out to the bus drivers, by the way.
Shout out to the
That's
bus driver.
me, my
Hey.
real life.
Always thank your bus driver.
Yo,
Right.
but
so.
when did you realize that, like, and this is probably going to be, like, the last thing, because Ruben gave me, like, 8 minutes, like, 5 minutes ago. When did you
Thank Ruben.
realize...
Love you.
I'm gonna ask you more about this another time because like I've never actually asked you a lot about like
Yeah.
being a medium before. When
Yeah.
did you realize that like you had this gift? So it was a gift that you were born with, but when did you realize that you had it?
So I'll give you the ghost and giggles version of that. So the first time I realized what a medium was and what type of gift I had was when I saw the movie Poker Dice.
Okay.
Only I didn't get sucked into the TV. I got sucked into the refrigerator.
Hell yeah. Me too.
So, but yeah, that was pretty much how I realized what that was. Seeing Tangina. A lot of people think that it was the little girl that taught me about mediumship, but it was Tangina.
Okay.
That I was like, oh, that's what I have. Like, oh, that's what that means when you see a ghost or whatever. But it didn't resonate with me until I was much older, like psychic medium. Like it just didn't, because that's a label that I think people put on people who have those types of gifts.
Yeah.
But in reality, we all have that ability to tap in. It's just that I was just born with the natural ability to just be able to just do that, where everybody has the ability to do that. It just depends on, are you ready to listen to what spirit has to tell you?
Okay.
Are you ready to follow the path that you were born to follow? So that's essentially is what my job is, to remind you of why you're here
Okay.
and what you're supposed to be doing, and to help you to clear these blocks out and the pre-programming that you're born with,
Gotcha.
that you're born into, so that you could live your most fulfilled life.
Okay.
That's really what it is. It's not just about talking to like Fred, who died in 1896. Definitely.
So okay, got it. So when people ask for a reading, that's basically where you go. You try to tell them like what they're supposed to be doing. Like that's how a reading
Well,
would
I
go.
guide them. Well, yes, I tell them like, hey, listen, this is what you because it's not me telling them anything. I'm just Kristen.
Yeah.
When they're coming in and I'm channeling their higher self, their spirit guides, whatever it is, I'm talking to the person, but spirit's talking to you. And they're guiding you towards, hey, these are the little changes that you can make in your life where it could be better for you. This is
Okay.
the type of energy that you need to remove from your life so that you can start to move forward again. People sometimes just get stuck, and they need to figure out, imagine a clogged highway with all these cars just backed up and a helicopter overlooking all these cars. And it's like this helicopter can see that if you just moved a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and then went straight on the dirt road for a little while and then got back on, you bypass all those blocks in traffic and you get where you're going a lot faster. That's how I could explain what, in a nutshell, kind of what spiritual guidance is. It's our
Okay.
loved ones that have crossed over. It's our friends. It's different versions of ourselves that have already been here before that, are coming back to finish some things,
So-
that we didn't get a chance to finish,
So you mentioned that like you and your friend are like very different readers, right?
Yes.
So like how do like readings like differ when you go from one person to another? Like you give
So,
readings one way.
What I've observed from Angela is she deals with people on a psychic level, but also gets messages from, where she'll say like, I see like your job, I see like you're about to get a new job or you're about to meet somebody new, and I have your grandmother here and she's telling me this or she's telling me that about you. So Angela's focus is more on the psychic level, where I'll start to more focus on bringing in someone that's died and giving you like very specific information about this person and then giving you the message. So we just have very different styles of how we talk and how we say it. It's pretty much the same, but it's not. Like I'll say, okay, well, I'm getting someone, I'm hearing the name Fred, or I'm hearing the name Alex, or, you know, and somebody will be like, oh, okay, Alex is my cousin. So then I'll go over to them and be like, all right, this is what this person has to tell you. And this is how they died, or this is, you know, just very specific type of information. Angela does the same thing also. It's just we kind of word it differently.
Okay.
Got it.
So it's just it's very different. But she has more training in how to deliver the messages as a psychic medium more than I do.
Okay.
Because I kind of had to raise myself in the streets, you know.
Right.
Where she found, you know, people a lot, you know, earlier than I did. So
Okay.
I've been learning how to control it and how to organize it and how to tell spirit how to come in and give me the information so that I'm not just all over the place, you know?
Right. That makes sense.
Yes, because it's the same thing with the jokes. You can't just get up on stage and just start talking about one thing and then talk about another and talk
Yeah.
about another thing and talk about, you know,
Yeah.
so
It's all gonna flow.
Got to structure it.
you have to structure it. So and you get better with it over time. So that's how
Yeah.
it was just so easy for me to combine those two with the comedy and the psychic medium stuff, because it's just two things that just come natural to me.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That makes sense.
May 9th, 317 in Farmingdale. You can get your tickets.
100%.
Beautiful,
And just
beautiful.
plug all the other shows one more time before.
All the other shows, Knights of Rocco, April 26th. I'll be at Lunar Fair. April 27th
Woo!
and May 4th, I will be in Babylon and Avenue 5 for Zenshine. I'm doing comedy there. And then May 9th is 317 Ghost and Giggles in Farmingdale. So.
Guys, make sure you check out all the different shows that KRISTEN Tinsley is doing. And yo, if you can ever come to Governor's, I don't know when you'd be able to. I would
Yeah.
love to have you there. Maybe in the summer, who knows? But
Summertime, yeah, I could probably do it in the summertime. Depends on what time you're there.
yeah, no, we could probably work it out, hopefully. But definitely check out KRISTEN's shows and make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are officially 9 subscribers away from 1,000.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh! I'll put all my information in the comments so people can go to my website, get tickets, all that good stuff.
Beautiful.
Please do. 100%. And I'll definitely be sending the show out. But everybody definitely check the show out. Check the channels out. Thank you guys for all tuning in to Hot Tag Takes. Next time we'll be here is May 6th. That's a Monday. We'll be here with Seth Bunting coming back on the show. Hot Tag Takes. HamiltonRadio.net
Bye.
channel HR2. We out here.